Hi everyone, very good evening and welcome back to Geeks for Geeks practice. Quickly give me a +1 in the chat if my voice is clearly audible to everyone and everything is working fine. Then we'll start off with the problem as well. So please give me a +1 in the chat if my voice is clearly audible, and then we will start with the problem solving as well. Okay. So somebody says that okay, 160 test cases were passed, so I'll look into it. Okay, don't worry. Let's get ahead with the problem solving now, and let's discuss this problem as well. So hi Masood from Galgotia, I think, I'm not sure. So let's see this problem. So the problem says Akku and binary numbers. Okay, so what does this problem say? First of all, so problem says that Akku likes binary numbers. Okay, so problem says that Akku is liking binary numbers. So you can hit the like button, guys, if you haven't. I can see a lot of people are watching us in the midnight, so you can hit the like button if you haven't already. It says that Akku likes binary numbers and she likes playing with these numbers. Okay, so there's something related to binary numbers in this problem. Now her teacher once gave her a question, and what was the question? So for a given value LR, okay, so for a given range LR, let's say this range is L is equal to 11, R is equal to 19. So in this given range, Aku had to find the count of the numbers, the total number of numbers which have only three set bits in its binary representation. What does this mean? So if you will look, let's say if you have seven, okay, so seven is what? 111, right? So seven is what? Seven is 111. So basically, seven is one of the numbers. Like if you will see the binary representation of seven, so the binary representation of seven is triple one, right? So this is one of the numbers in which I have three set bits. Please write three in the chat. This is one of the numbers in which I have three set bits, right? Let's say if I talk about another number, let's say if I talk about 1 0 1 1. So which number is this? Like 1 2 4 8. So this is nothing but 11. So 11 is another number. Please write 11 in the chat if you're clear with this thing, and hit the like button as well. Then we'll proceed further. Is this point clear to everyone? Till this point everyone is clear. What do I mean when I say that okay, the numbers that have three set bits, like if I'll say that okay, I have 1 1 0 0 1. So this is another binary representation of a number that is having three set bits, right? This is the point. Now what you need to do is like you will be given this, let's say L value, let's say L is equal to 11, okay, and let's say R is equal to 19. So you are given the range L to R. Okay, so you are given a timeline, you are given a number line that is from 11 to 19, including 11 and 19. You have to tell, what you have to tell is, you have to tell that okay, what are the numbers in this range, how many numbers are there in this range that are having three set bits. Okay, how many numbers are there in the range starting from 11 till 19 that are having three set bits. Okay, so if you will see this particular question, so you can see that in this test case you have 11. Okay, 11 is having three set bits, right? 11 is having three set bits, right? So basically 11 is having three set bits, so 11 is one of the numbers. Then after that, if you will look forward, so you have 13 here, right? So 13 is also having how many set bits? 13 is also having three set bits. You can see here 13 also has three set bits. Then after that, 14 also has three set bits, right? So 14 also has three set bits. Then after that, if you will see the next number, so 19 is there, and 19 also has three set bits, right? So there are total four numbers. Please write four in the chat. So in this range starting from 11, okay, in this range starting from 11 and ending at 19, there are total four numbers, right? The count is four. The count is four. There are total four numbers that are having three set bits. Is it clear? Please write four in the chat, everyone, and hit the like button if you haven't. Is this point clear to everyone? Okay, so I think a lot of us are clear with this particular question part. Okay, now what does the question say further? Let's have a look at that as well. So in this case, what you have to do is you will be given, like every time what you will be given is you'll be given L and R. Okay, you'll be given this value L and you'll be given this value R. And what you need to tell is you need to tell that okay, what is the count? What is the count of the total numbers in this range L to R, such that they are having three set bits, right? So what can we do? If you will look at the structure of this code, like look at the structure. So can I say that there is a function that is given as pre-calculate? Okay, so there's a function that is given here as pre-calculate. So basically what you need to do is you need to do some pre-calculations here. Okay, this is kind of a prefix sum kind of concept that you can understand. Basically you need to do what you need to pre-calculate the result already, and then you need to use it. Okay, so what can I do? I will say that okay, let's have a storage. Okay, let's have a storage. Now what kind of storage I will initially have? Like, I will try to have a storage which will contain all possible numbers, right? All possible numbers, like which will contain all the numbers, right? I'll have a storage that will contain all the numbers that have 3 set bits. Okay, is this point clear? Like, what will I do? I'll try to generate all the numbers, like all such numbers that can have 3 set bits, right? So basically, I'll try to generate, let's say, 111. Okay, then I'll try to generate 1011. So, like, this is 7, so I'll store it, right? Then this is another number. So, what is this? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 4, 8. So, this is what? 11, right? So, all these numbers I'll store in the array. Are you clear with this thing, guys? I'll store all this number in a data structure, like basically in an array. I'll store all these numbers. Is it clear? Like, see, what can I do? I have a lot of set bits, right? Total, if you will see here, the numbers, right? If you will see the range of the numbers, so n can get maximum go till, let's say, 10 to the power 18, right? So how many bits will I have if this is when I'm talking about the long type? So in this case, I'll have close to 64 bits, you can say, right? 64 bits. So basically, starting from 0th bit till 63rd bit, I can have, right? So what can I do? I can try to place it like this. Let's say 1 1, then 0 0 0 1, like this. Or I can place it like 0, or like let's say if it is like this, 1 0 0 1 0 0 1, like this. So basically, all these numbers will be stored. Like, these are the binary presentations, but basically in their numeric format, I'll store them in a data structure in an array. Is this point clear to everyone? Like, basically what I will try to do is I need to generate these numbers, right? So let's say if there's particular ith bit that I'm setting, okay, I'm marking it as 1. Let's say there's a jth bit that I'm marking as 1, and there's a kth bit that I'm marking as 1. Okay, let's say if I'll talk about this, let's say this is the ith bit, okay, this is the jth bit, this is the kth bit, okay, and rest of these bits, let's say, are 0 in between. So basically, what is this number? The number is 1 left shift k. Like, basically this number is what? 2 to the power k. Okay, this number is what? uh, in decimal format, it is 2 to the power k plus 2 to the power j plus 2 to the power I, right? And I can also write this thing as 1 left shift k plus 1 left shift j plus 1 left shift I. Is this point clear? That I'll try to do what? I'll try to run a loop. What kind of loop? So for I start from 0, I is lesser than 60, let's say lesser equal to 63, let's say, then I'll do an I plus plus. Okay, after that, what I will do is I'll say that okay, for j starts from I plus 1 and j is going to be lesser than 63, then I'll do a j plus plus here. After this, what I'll do is I'll say that okay, k will start from j plus 1. K is going to be lesser than equal to 63 as well. Okay, then I'll do a k plus plus, and I'll say that okay, the number that I'm going to generate, let's say this is the current number that I'm generating, is what? Is it will be 2 to the power I plus 2 to the power j plus 2 to the power k. So it will be 1 left shift I plus 1 left shift j plus 1 left shift k. Okay, is this point clear? Till this point, everyone is clear, right? So I'll have this thing. Now once I have this much, then what will I do? I'll simply say that now, since I am having this, so I'll simply store this in an array. So I'll say that array dot push back the current number. Is it clear to everyone? Till this point, everyone is clear. Please tell me in the chat if you are clear till this point, guys. Okay, I think Rishit says clear. So basically, what I will do here is like if I have been given this particular array, so the first thing that I will take care of, I hope that my voice is clear. Okay, so basically we will declare a global array that we can use in the functions, right? So we'll have first of all vector, let's say long int, or let's say long okay, int. Then let's name it as array. Now what I will do is I will try to generate all the possible numbers in this range that are there, and that will have 3 set bits. Okay, so I is lesser equal to 63, then I'll do I plus plus here. After that, what I will do is I'll say that okay, for let's say int j starts from 0, j is lesser equal to 63, then I'll do a j plus plus, right? And then we'll say that okay, for int k starts from 0, k is lesser equal to 63, then I'll do a k plus plus. Okay, now once I have it, so I'll say that okay, the number is going to be what? Let's say if I store it in long int, the current number will be what? It will be 1 left shift I plus basically 2 to the power I. If all these bits are set, so the number will be 2 to the power I plus 2 to the power j plus 2 to the power k. So that this is what I'm writing. Is it clear to everyone? Right? And then I'll store it this in the answer, like in the current array. So I'll say that okay, I'll store this particular thing in the current array. So what I will do is I'll say that okay, answer dot push back the current number. Is it clear? Is this point clear to everyone? Okay, this is what I will do. Initially I'll store all the possible numbers, all the possible bit combinations that can give me the 3-bit set. Instead of storing in an array, we can directly compare. No, you should not do this. No, Naikaj, this will not be a good thing, right? Because see, if I am always asking you L and R queries now, if I'll ask you one time now, if I'll ask you this query one time, then you can do that. But let's say if I ask you for, let's say, between 9 to 100, okay, after that I ask you that okay, tell me between 105 to 999. Okay, if I ask you like this, so if I'll keep on asking you different queries, then if you will calculate every time, so it is very costly for you, right? So that is why you will compute it only once. Like basically you will compute all the possibilities only once. If you compute every possibility every time, so this is not going to be a good thing. Is it clear to you, Naikaj? That is why we are doing pre-computation, okay? Because you can see that the complexity of this loop is what, 63, like you can say 64 cube, right? Because total 64 bits, you can say, let's say, are there. So this will be what, 64 cube. Let me also put L here. I think it might go wrong otherwise. So because it might go in long, so let me write this as L. Okay. So basically this will go till this much point. Let's say 63 or 64 cube, right? Then after that, I need to answer the query. Like every query has to be answered very fast. Is it clear? Like let's say if you have L, if you have this R, right? So let's say L is equal to something like 10, okay, and R is equal to 19, right? If this is the like, what is the scenario? Let's say L is equal to 11 and R is equal to 19, right? So the next thing is, how do I search? So for that, what I will do is, first of all, once I have generated all the possibilities, then I'll sort this array. Please write sort in the chat, guys, if you're clear with this thing. I'll sort this array, right? So what I will do is I'll simply sort this array. So sort this array from array dot begin, okay, comma array dot end. You simply do what? You simply sort this array. So please write sort in the chat, everyone, if you're clear to this point, and please hit the like button if you haven't already. Is it clear to everyone? Then what I'm going to do is, after this, I'm going to sort this particular array. Is it clear? After this, I am basically going to sort this particular array. Is it clear to everyone? Now, once I have this array, right? So this array will be containing all the possible answers, right? So you know that once an array is sorted now, so what I can do is I can apply binary search on that particular array. Okay. Once a particular array has been sorted, okay, it's take some time for every query rather than storing in array. Yeah, basically, if you have various queries, then you don't want to calculate every time. Won't it be 64 cube? Because the memory limit would be exceeded because it is more than 10 to the power 5. No, I don't think so, because basically you can see here that the auxiliary space allowed is also 63 cube. So that is not going to get exceeded. I think in that case, I can run till lesser than that also. Like, I think that I can run till lesser than 63 also. That will be fine. Okay. So this is the case here. Won't it? No, it will not exceed. I don't think it will exceed. Okay, Rishit. Now, once I have this now, so let's say if I have L given as 11, okay, and I have R which is given as what? Let's say 19. Now, what are the numbers in this range? If you will see, let's say there are several numbers. Let's say if you have this array, like, so assume that you have like, you have this array in which you have 11. Okay, 11 is one of the numbers. Remember, 11 is there, then 13 is there, okay, then let's say 14 is there, then let's say 19 is there, okay, let's say, what is the next number after this that will have bit set? Let's say 20 is there. So 20, I think, will be what? It will be 12 plus 8 now. So 20 is not going to be there. Then what is 21? 21 is, I think, 12 plus 8 and plus 1. Okay, so this is going, I think the next number is going to be 21. 1 is going to have one side bit, 2, then if I'll see 3, then 4, then 5, 6 is 7 is there. Okay, 7 has this much 3 set bits, then 8 has one set bit, 9 has how many set bits? Let's see. 9 is what? Like I can say this as 8 plus 1, right? So 9 is two set bits. 10 is what? 10 is 8 plus 2, I think. Okay. So, okay. So these are the numbers. Is it clear? If you will see this array, so this is the array, right? This is the array, current array. I don't care about the rest of the numbers, but this is the array that I have stored, right? If this is the array that I have stored, so can I say that I want what? I want from this index till this index, right? I want this answer, right? So if you will see here, guys, if you will see this particular example till this point, if you are clear with this till this point, you can write a clear in the chat, guys. Okay, so if you will see here, now let's do the indexing. So this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2, right? This is index 3, this is index 4, this is index 5. Let's say if we have other indexes also, which I don't care about as of now in this question, right? So can I say that total number of elements are what? Total number of elements that I care about is 4. Please write 4 in the chat. Please write 4 in the chat, guys. I care about 4 elements because between 11 to 19, there are total 4 elements in this array. Correct? There are total 4 elements. Right? Okay, so if you will see, so basically what can I do? Which indexes can I subtract? I can simply say that, okay, this is the index that I'm starting at, and let's say this is the index at which I'm not having an answer. So basically I'm saying that the index 5, okay, this index 5 minus this index 1, okay, this will tell me the total number of elements in between, that is 4. So basically this particular range will be told by it. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Please write clear in the chat. Answer is the upper bound minus the lower bound. Yeah, upper bound minus lower bound only, not that thing. Okay, so what do I get? Like, see, I am basically saying that if we have the L value, okay, if we have been given, like, we have what, like, see, we have L is equal to 11. Okay, and other thing that we are having is we are having R is equal to 19, right? So I am saying that you have L is equal to 11. So how do I find this index, right? Please write find in the chat, guys. Find in the chat. I need to find this index, okay, and I need to find this index, right? Because when I find them, so I subtract 5 minus 1. Once I have found this index and found this index, I subtract them, so I simply get 4. That is the total number of elements that are going to lie in this range. Okay, so now what will I do? I'll simply say that I need to find 11. Okay, so basically maybe I need to find 11, or if 11 was not present, then just greater than 11. Okay, I either need to find 11 or I need to find something that is just greater than 11. Okay, so like in that case I can use the lower bound for finding this index 1. Okay, for finding this particular index I can use the lower bound. Okay, so what can I write? Let's say if I name it as LB, so LB is equal to, there's a function inbuilt in C++. Lower bound will help me to find, let's say if this is the array, so array dot begin. Okay, like, let me write it properly. Let's say you have been given L here as 11. Okay, and you have been given R here as 19, right? So lower bound will be what? It will be nothing but lower underscore bound. Okay, then I can say this as array dot begin comma array dot end, comma, I'll pass what? L. Okay, I'll pass L, and then this is the template for writing lower bound in C++, right? So minus arrow dot begin. So basically what will happen, this lower bound will give me the first index. Okay, it will give me the first index of the element that is greater than equal to the given L. Okay, please write first in the chat. It will give me the very first index that is greater than equal to L. Like, if suppose that if I had 12 here, right? If I had 12 here, so basically if L is passed as 11, then the lower bound for 11 would be in this array would be 12, and the index would be 1. Okay, if it was 12, is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Is it clear to everyone? Right. So basically what will happen, if I'll remove this, actually there is 11. So now lower bound will give me this index as 1. Okay, L will be 1. Right. Now after that, what I'll do is I need to find the upper bound. So upper bound is what? Upper bound is this particular guy. Okay. So upper bound will be what? UB is equal to upper underscore bound. Right. Then I'll say that, okay, array dot begin, comma, arrow dot end, uh, comma, R, that is the right range, minus arrow dot begin, right? So this is the template for writing the upper bound. Now upper bound tell me what? Upper bound will tell me what? Upper bound will tell me the, like, if I'll pass this R now, so it will tell me the index of the element that is just greater than R, right? Just greater than. Okay, it will give me the element It will give me the index of the element that is just greater than r, just greater than r. Okay, just greater than r. So which is the element that I am having as r? R is 19. Now in this array, which is the element that is just greater than r? Please tell me. In this array, which is the element that is just greater than r? Please tell me. Okay, which is the element that is which is the index that is just greater than r? Like if you have r is equal to 19. Okay, if you are passing this r, so what is the upper bound of 19 in this array? 21, 21, right? Upper bound of 19 is nothing but 21. Okay, understood, guys? Upper bound of 19 is nothing but 21. So that is why what will happen now is I'll get the upper bound as well. So upper bound will be what? Upper bound will be 5 in this case, and the lower bound will be 1. When I subtract these two, so that will be my answer. So answer will be the total number of numbers will be nothing but upper bound minus lower bound. So that will be 5 minus 1. So that will be 4. And these four numbers will be covered in that range. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Please write clear in the chat. Lower bound will tell me the index of the very first element that is greater equal to L. Okay. Lower bound will tell me, like when you are talking about lower bound, so lower bound will tell you the index of that guy which is greater equal to the value that you are passing. Here you are passing L, so greater equal to L. Now upper bound is going to tell you what? Upper bound is going to tell you about the index of that guy which is just greater than R that you are passing. Okay, and also lower bound and upper bound functions are like the lower bound function that you have in C++, and you can write it on your own also in other languages that will be again the same complexity. So lower bound and upper bound functions are nothing but binary search functions. So this will also take logarithmic time, and this will also take logarithmic time. So basically you are answering the queries in logarithmic time. Is it clear to everyone? Basically this will take logarithmic of L time, and this is going to take logarithmic of R time, right? Like basically overall it is going to be very like good, because ultimately it will be logarithmic of r minus l. Is it clear to everyone? So it will be log. Please write log in the chat if you are clear till this point, and please hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. If you have understood this problem till this point, so please hit the like button. Okay, have you understood this problem till this point? Can we write the code? Please write code in the chat if you think that we can write the code for this problem now. Can we write the code now? So please tell me. Okay. So this guy is saying that, like, see, if you have L is equal to 11, right, and you have R is equal to 19. So basically the complexity will be what? Like, if you will see here, so this is what? Logarithmic of L. Okay. And this is what? For finding this thing, it will be logarithmic of R. So if you are thinking about this, so basically that will be the difference. So you can understand basically it will be logarithmic in nature only, you can say that, right? Okay, so what will be the lower bound? I'll say that, okay, int lower bound is equal to nothing but lower underscore bound bound. I'll pass the array dot begin, okay, comma array dot end, and then I'll pass the L value, okay, and I'll subtract it with array dot begin, okay. All right. Now, what will be the other thing? So please hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. That will be really great. I can see a lot of people are still watching us, so please hit the like button if you haven't already. Now, the upper bound is going to be what? Upper bound is going to be upper underscore bound, and then we'll do what? We'll say that, okay, r dot begin will be passed here. Uh, begin comma array dot end comma the r value, and subtracting it with r dot begin. Okay, now once I have done this, so I'll simply return the upper bound minus the lower bound. That will be my answer. Is it clear to everyone? Please write clear in the chat, guys, if you're clear till this point. Is everyone clear till this point? See how it goes. Okay, so does it work, bro? Okay, so what is the issue here? Like, should I write it as long? Let me see now. I hope that I have not made any mistakes. Okay, long. Okay, this is the issue. Let me see. Okay, This is another different issue. Let's see. Okay, your output is 40, should be 1 ll. Oh, right, let me write this as 1 ll. I hope now this would get accepted. LL is for long long. Okay, does this work now? No, it doesn't. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I need to mark it as I plus 1 now. Sorry, and k will be equal to j plus 1. Yeah, so I was making mistake here. Please write j k in the chat. I was making a mistake, I think, here, that basically j is equal to I plus 1, k is equal to j plus 1. Okay, so sorry for that. I think they that at that place I was making a mistake, and now you can see that I'm getting the right answers. Okay, so basically, why do you want to consider it like that? That is not a good thing. uh, you want ijk to be different, please write diff in the chat. Okay, so you can see that this problem gets accepted as well in the very first go. Please give me a plus one in the in the chat, guys, if you are clear till this point, and hit the like button as well. I can see a lot of people are watching us, so please hit the like button if you haven't already. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Is it clear to everyone? I hope that this problem is clear to everyone. Santosh, now are you clear with this problem? Since you were not able to solve this problem, so are you clear now, Santosh, that basically first of all what you do is, like, there are three steps for this problem, right? The three steps are that, okay, first of all what you do is, like, store all the possible numbers, right? All possible numbers that have three set bits. Okay, three set bits. Like, basically you can say that generate and store. Okay, generate and store all the possible numbers that have three set bits. Okay, basically what you do first is, you do what? Generate and store all possible numbers that have three set bits. Okay, now after that you sort the array, sort this array. Okay, so basically after you have done this thing, so you do what? You sort this particular array that was there. So sort this array. Right. Now, once you have sorted this array, then what do you do? After you have sorted this array, so in the third point, like, after you have sorted, so this is the pre-processing. Please write pre in the chat. This was the pre-processing. Now you need to answer what? You need to answer the queries L and R, like L to R. So now you can use what? You can use the binary search concept, and in logarithmic time you can answer the queries. Is it clear? Please write clear in the chat and hit the like button, guys. Please hit the like button. I can see a lot of people are watching us, so please hit the like button if you haven't already. Okay, is it clear? So that is what you do. Basically, you try to generate, run a loop. I start from 0, I is lesser than 63, I plus plus. J start from I plus 1, j is lesser than 63, j plus plus. And k start from j plus 1, k is lesser than 63, k plus plus. Right. So basically, I, then j, and then k, so on and so forth. The error was starting from 0. Yeah, because you were like, you don't want to consider the duplicate numbers. Yeah, you don't want to consider the duplicate. That is why we were getting the count as 40. Yes, Rishit, you are right. That was the mistake that I was making. So basically, you need to start your j from I plus 1, then k from j plus 1. Na? You don't want to consider, like, do you want to do this, like, you want, like, this. If you see, if I is there, okay, then j is here, then k is here, right? If this is the case, so this is the number, what? 1. Please write 1 in the chat. And 1 does not have three set bits. So in this way you are making a mistake by including all these numbers. So that is why the count was getting very high. But we are assuming that whatever we are storing in this array is having three set bits, right? That was the mistake that I was making. Okay, so then we do what? Then we find the lower bound and the upper bound, because once we have this array, so, like, we had 7, then we had 11, I think we had 13, then after that I think we had what? We had 14 as well, I think, then we had 19, then we had 21, right? So we have these numbers. Now if you will see, this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you can see that what is the answer? The answer is nothing but 5 minus 1, that is 4. I had 4 elements. So how can I get this index? This index I can get by using the lower bound concept, right? Lower bound. Because if L was equal to 19, 11, right? L was equal to 11, so I want the index, that, like, I want the index of that element that is greater equal to 11. I want to either start from 11 or just greater than 11. So that is nothing but the lower bound concept. Okay, and then I want to end at this particular point, right? So that is nothing but the upper bound. This is nothing but the upper bound. Now once you get this upper bound, so how can you get, so upper bound is nothing but like if your right is given as 19, so element just greater than 19, that is what your upper bound will return. So index of that element, so index will be nothing but 5. So once you get the upper bound, so upper bound will be 5 and the lower bound in this case will be 1. So upper bound minus lower bound is your answer, because that is nothing but 5 minus 1, that is 4. So 4 elements are total going to be there in this particular range. Is it clear to everyone? Please write clear in the chat and hit the like button, guys. I am still waiting. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Okay, please hit a like and comment down understood if you have understood till this point this particular question. Have you understood this question? And also, if you're watching the recording, or if you have understood this problem and have not subscribed, so please subscribe to our channel as well. Okay, please hit the like button and you can comment down understood or a +1 as well, and you can subscribe to this channel as well. Okay, so I hope that a lot of people have understood this particular problem. It was quite easy, to be honest, but you just needed to know the lower bound concept. If you are from Java background or any other language background, then you need to write your own lower bound functions. I don't think that they are already implemented. So you need to write your lower bound and upper bound functions user defined by yourself if you are using other languages other than C++, I think. Okay. So this was the problem. I hope that everyone is clear. And talking about today's problem of the day, so if you will search for GFG POD now, so the problem of the day is container with most water, I think. Yeah. So it has been asked in a lot of companies as well. You can see Amazon, Google, Flipkart have asked this problem. So please make sure to do it. If you will do this problem, please give me a +1 in the chat. This is a very interesting and mathematical two-pointer based problem. So please make sure to do it as well whenever you get time today. And now let me stop sharing my screen as well. So did you understood everything, guys? Please write yes in the chat if you understood everything in today's lecture. Okay, so great. So this was it. It was a concept of upper bound and stuff like that. Thanks a lot, Rishit. Thanks a lot, Naikaj. And with that being said, thanks a lot, everyone, for joining for today. I'll see you in another live stream on Wednesday, 12 p.m. So we'll again look at another problem of the day at that time. Till then, please write good night in the chat. And thanks a lot for joining. And keep coding, guys, and make sure to be consistent, and eventually you'll improve your problem solving skills by solving the problem of the day. Make sure to subscribe the channel if you haven't already, and thank you. Good night. Keep coding.